Woo woo! Alright, looks like we're live. Let's let everyone know that we're live. We always get there eventually. We are live. Come join us at HTTPS Twitch.tv/left action house. Yeah. Feeling fantastic today. I also just exercised the demon from me in the old toilet, so I feel fantastic now. I got whatever evil that was in me out of me. It is Friday. It's the weekend. The kiddos are back. They've been back since Wednesday. But we've been hanging out. Gonna have a fun weekend this weekend. I got a lot of work planned as well. Went to bed at a relatively normal time, so I actually have energy today. I actually slept. That was pretty awesome, dude. It felt fantastic. And not because I had planned everything out to be able to sleep and whatnot, but mostly just because, yeah, I just basically ran out of energy and crashed. My batteries turned off. But dude, I feel fantastic today. It's Friday. I've had a long work week. Heading into another long work week, and that is good. That is good. It's better to be busy than to not be busy at all. Like I said, I've been getting studied up here on the old Docker, getting studied up on the old PowerShell, getting studied up on all my C++, getting ready for this walled integration, and most importantly, just learning how to write in the actual language of the Wax blockchain, which is really just JavaScript. JavaScript is pretty much just a language, and then C++ as well, which the C++ goes really well with Unity, because most of Unity is C++. So just learning all the stuff. Contracts are pretty much prepared. Got to just get them approved by the forces that be. There's no forces that be. I'm just having an actual attorney look at them because I'm not an attorney, and me writing shit is not. I'm not a crazy man. I prefer professional people. Shit. But it's just there wasn't really anything that flat out said what I wanted, so I just wrote something more specific, and that's kind of the fun things about contracts. Contracts are pretty much, there's all the standard, there's non-compete stuff, there's non-disclosure stuff that's all pretty standardized and things like that are out there that exist that you can add in addition to your stuff pretty quickly. But a lot of times if you just want to do a simple investment contract, usually a lot of times they have lots of other jargon in there, try to test out all that rocket lawyer bullshit. And I was so then I talked to my lawyer. I was can I just state what I want, and then you look at it and then tell me whether I've just left something just totally ass out in the wind? And they're like, yeah, of course. I was oh, man, let's fucking do that. Call that shit. Fucking got a 12-page contract before, and I was like, this is madness. This isn't what you need. So just I don't know, just hardcore adulting going on lately. Which, as a creative, that's a little bit odd for me, you know what I mean? But, as creative, I'm not very much I gotta get into the actual, legality of things and make sure that everything's written down properly, I'm more of a fucking just sit down and do shit kind of person. But hey, you gotta be able to expand your horizons. That's part of running a company, and that's one of the things, man. It's one of the things. You gotta be able to roll with the punches and move with the business as it rolls, dude. Alright, come join us at Twitch as we go over the Mythics Legendary. Didn't mean to capitalize. And secret rare abilities. Series 5, misprint goodies. Alrighty, so let's go ahead. That's posted. That's in there. We're ready to go. We got Grieve Nick in the house. Hello. What is up? We got MHOXD in the house. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and get the old grubber fish going. Get the old grub fish. I know you guys can't see shit, so before everyone freaks out, don't worry. I know you guys can't see anything. We haven't started anything yet. It's just been me talking. It's just been me talking so far. That's all. That's why we haven't switched over. I'm waiting for this custom saw image to load. I'm waiting for the custom saw image to load. Which, holy cow, guys, we're closing in on that 100K. We'll show you how close we're. That's what we'll start with. You didn't miss anything. We just started. I've just been talking. I've just been talking about boring shit. You missed me talking about my shit if you want to rewind. But I didn't actually go into detail. That was like the very start. I basically said I exorcised the demon. Everything. You missed the whole thing. We went over the battle mechanics in 3 minutes. It was done. It's over. I've somehow found a way to delete just that section so no one else can see it. It's all fucking around. I'm just literally been talking for like 5 minutes. Just been popping in. We haven't even done the first giveaway, which I'm waiting for this damn custom saw image to load. What's going on here, buddy boo? What's going on here, Grubfisher? Fuck it, I don't care. There'll be regular sauce. Maybe they'll load in at some point in time. Boom! A boom, boom, boom. Let's go ahead and share the screen with you. Let's share the screen with you. Alrighty. So there we go. How's it going, everybody? We got our thing here. It's just officially gone on the board. So don't freak out, don't worry. We're not like starting this immediately. We're just getting ready to start it. And I wanted to stop by here. Huge news, we have our 95K celebration thing. And I'll probably just wait for, well, not wait for it, but as soon as our thing is done. By the end of the train that's currently at the station, by the time we start our weekend train, probably going to be selling that 100K total volume, which that's been awesome. We've had some new accounts that have been coming in that have been snagging some stuff, which I know we must be spreading out to some other communities and whatnot, or people just, you know, have found the collection one way or another, or just word of mouth. Maybe you awesome Faded Monsoon of Faithful have been sharing with your friends. But, you know, we've had some new people that have been coming in pretty hot. And, you know, excited about that. It's a good time for people to be hopping in, especially since we're literally, like, at the team building and game building portion. So the long waiting period is mostly over with. We're pretty much at quarter 4. So this is a good time to do it, man. You know what I mean? It's a good time to do it. All right, what do we got here? We got the long haulers on here. I don't think any of my stuff's ready. But we're getting close. We got, I'm going to be doing my steak-a-maroo here in just a bit. I'm really just hoping, it's so funny because I almost had close to like 1 million in EFS actually, because it had dropped so much on the DeFi bot. And I'd only put in like 500K EFS over time. And it had literally gone up to like 1 million EFS. And of course, the moment that they announced that, everyone came in and like bought my shit all the way down to like what I had put in. So it's like basically like the starting shit of when I put it in. And I was like, no! I could have had like a company level 1 staking if I had pulled my shit out and I missed it. Everyone else pulled all their shit out. Now I'm like 15% of the liquidity pool, and I'm like, what? No. Now I feel bad if I pull. But I want to get my stake level. You know, that's what it's for, baby. I want to get that stakety stake level in there, man. Although I do like the percentage I get in there. But this is what we came for. I like to talk about the waxiest races. I like to talk about the long haulers. I think Sid and Blopsy are two cool cats. I like to talk about the Wax DAO. I love that Frazzle's got the food token rolling, and he uses that on drops and stuff like that. Which again, if you're a fan of the food monsters, then it makes sense to get into some of these pools so that you can get some of that food. I think how much do I have like 1,500 plus that 194 added. So let me see. Did I add the 194 yet? Maybe I didn't add the 194. Oh no, there I did. Yeah. So I'm up to 172. 1728. Don't listen to me. 1728 food staked in there. So I got quite a bit in there. And then I just mostly get that from the old NFT farms. Which, we got the food from the loot. That's where most of my food has come from. That's where most of my food has come from, is this thing right here. And then if you got the goblins, he's got the goblin loot. And this is like loot from Warsaken. And if you drive with the online in, they actually have like an EFS pool that you can actually pull from. Which is pretty neat. I thought that was a pretty clever idea, and it's one that I'm probably going to steal at one point or another. Maybe not necessarily for like EFS, but maybe something for like, I don't know, like THC. Something like that. But absolutely. It is a lot of cool stuff going on here. Oh, the crypto elephants, crypto pizza elephants. If you're one of the 10 people that got that pool started up. So there's actually a lot of pools in here. And you can even go through here and see what projects you know, you don't know. See if you have anything you can stake into here. Because there's a whole lot of stuff happening in the old waxed out farms. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share that here with you. Boom. So there you go. Check out the old waxed out farms. We're doing our whole thing here. We're doing the whatchamacallit, the Wax Gold Ambassador. All right, we got 19 people in here, and let's go ahead and let's do 5 winners. We're gonna do 5 winners. We'll do top 5 here, top 5 situation, and let's see which one we're gonna go ahead and pull from. And then right after that, we'll go right on in here. We'll be going over the mythics in particular, as well as the legendary and the secret rare cards. As you can see, there's quite a bit of those to go over, and I want to go over them and kind of explain what each of them are going to do. And this is going to be kind of like the basis for the meta and stuff like that. Yeah, pretty excited to say the least. So let's go ahead and take a peeky here. Oh, let's actually go over to our commons, and we're actually going to go ahead and reveal one. Ooh, I like GMO George. I am a fan of GMO George, so that's the one that we're going to go ahead and do here. Let's go get the GMO George. Yeah, there he is. There's GMO George. So GMO George is going to be up for grabs. Absolutely wonderful little fellow here. I love this little character. I love his like gigantic smile. Love his gigantic smile. As you can see, he's got pretty beefy arms. Going to be an attacker type Monsuda. Very fun stuff. Very fun stuff. Make sure I'm not lying to you. Yep, crumble attacker. Woohoo! So get yourself a little attacker Monsuda that's coming up here. As I said, we're keeping that a mystery from you, the lore-based descriptions, as well as the abilities until we release that Series 5 pack, which is still a ways off. So not to worry if you're worried about that. It's not like it's happening this week or anything. So don't freak out about that. We're just releasing these cards as we like to do. Have some promo material, some stuff to give out. And as per usual, the misprints are once again going to be more valuable than the actual cards that come out of the promo packs themselves. They have a hard limit on them, and that limit is almost always less than the amount that's going to be coming out of the packs. So that's why they actually have that rarity. That, and you can't buy them directly. You know what I mean? You have to win them. If you are buying them directly, you're only buying them from other people, other card-holding Faded Monsuda Toxylvanian citizens. Those are the only people that you could possibly purchase them from. So that's kind of the reason that we did that as well. So I've actually not sold any of these misprints. Every single one of these has been given out. And we're going to continue that tradition here today. So let's go ahead. Let's see how many viewers I have, just to make sure I'm not kicking anyone out here. We got, where is it? Yeah, we're fine. We got 21 contestants in, only 16 people are watching. We're ready to go. We're ready to go. And let's go ahead and do a Grubfish Royale. I know that a lot of people like the Grubfish Royale. The old Grubberfish Royale a little bit more. A little bit more. Oh, wow, that was a quick one right there. Garadia, Mendisco, and Tapioca Comb Referee, Waxboy992, and Tigre Timo, you guys have all bit the blade already. Got Matanerno and Shamith biting that blade as well. Oh no, we got Sprague Bazaar, Coop 1983, and Stone Perspective. You guys have been knocked out. Ooh, pardon me, we got Pro and Sediment. We're almost down to our top 5 here. And there we go. We all have ourselves a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner here. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to win. All right. We have Farging Icehole left. We got Ganzettos left. We have Techie 004. And we got MHOXD or MoXD. I never know how to pronounce it. It looks like it's going to be Techie 004. Congratulations to you. Thank you so much for participating, and thank you so much. Alrighty. Let's see here. We got the Farging Ice Hole. Boom, boom, boom. Let's copy that. And let's get that down on our list, and let's date it. I'm so glad that I have been dating things lately. It's much, much more helpful. Alright, there we go. We got 8/26, 2022. Alrighty. Here we go. And top 5 situation right there. Boom. And Funkin' Crypto so close, finishing in 6th place. And we have Techie. And let's actually give Techie a wheel spin. What prizes do we have for you here? We got 46 prizes on this wheel. So we'll go ahead. And there's still some big prizes on there from the last time that we went live. So actually a lot of fun stuff that you could be winning. And it looks like it's going to be a Yazing Liquid Gold Megaphone, which is going to be stakeable, I believe, in Season 5 of Wombat Dungeon Master. I don't believe that the value has been revealed yet. That's one of the prizes that we get because once upon a time they were asking streamers, you know, to fill out a form, and we fill out a form, and so now they send us NFTs to give away every once in a while. And I believe that there is like a network marketing thing that goes along with it. But they do actually do a lot of collaborations with a lot of different projects. And, you know, working with a lot of different people on the old Wax blockchain-aroo. And I know that they do want to branch more so into... Why did I spin that again? There's no spin for that. Sorry about that. We'll shuffle that on up. No one got Zany Zong. It's only first place was getting the wheel spin. My bad. We went on autopilot there for a second. Alright, let's go ahead and hit play again. We'll go ahead and get ready for our next one. We're going to go right on into these battle mechanics now. We've had our slow work in here. Let's go ahead and hit up the battle mechanics, starting off with AJ Shattersworth. For those of you that are new, AJ Shattersworth is actually the first mythic ever made. Of course, he's a Shatter type Monsuda. He's a support type Monsuda. It's going to be pretty interesting here. We got the Split is an ability that they have. So this is going to be a double ability Monsuda. So 2 abilities for this Monsuda, mostly because you can use it in a couple different ways. Now, the first way, obviously, is Split, which provides a +3 health boost to one Monsuda and a +3 attack to a different Monsuda. Now, that makes sense. You know, some Monsuda health benefits them more. Some Monsuda attack benefits them more. If you have 2 Monsuda that need a little extra boost this turn, this is a good way to do it. And I say this turn, but that's going to be a permanent boost. Once you put those cards on, once you put the AJ Shattersworth boost on those cards, that boost is now permanent. It has been effectively put on that Monsuda. And whereas the double down, +5 health and attack for one Monsuda. Now this is going to be an ability that ultimately toasts AJ Shattersworth. But that being said, it is going to allow you to massively power up one unit in specific, and it's not going to be something that is dependent upon any other Monsuda, which AJ Shattersworth is one of the few Monsuda in the game that has a permanent boost, which again, that could come massively in handy if you're trying to keep a Kali Crystal on the field for a long period of time. AJ Shattersworth with her already +5 boost for all, with an additional +5 boost permanently onto Kali Crystal, could ultimately make it a very hard Monsuda to take down. So that's kind of going to be the whole thing behind this, is that a lot of these cards that we're getting into are going to be pretty damn powerful, alright? Just all things considered. Let's see here. We got some new comments on up in the house. Let's see here. A lot of people just saying play. That's okay, that's okay. Let's keep on going. And of course we have UFO Ron, we have Abduction, and we have take one Monsuda from the front or rear guard from either Monsuda card shark and shuffle it into the corresponding deck. So you can't take one of your opponent's cards and shuffle it into your deck. So you can't do that. Some games you can do stuff like that. Like Yu-Gi-Oh, for example, they have that's actually what the Parasite deck is for. Which the Parasite deck took advantage of a specifically card that was called a Parasite. I can't remember what the full name was, but you put it into the opponent's deck, and when they drew it, it did 2,000 HP damage to them. And technically, they could use the card, so they could use it against you. But that being said, you know, it's usually 2,000 life points. That's like a quarter of your health. So if you strategize that heavily, then yeah, you can definitely. And there were like ways to get you to like pull opponents' cards to the top of the deck. There was like a really fucked up way to do it, and I remember it was a really cheap strategy until they nerfed some stuff. But yeah, no, it's pretty interesting to say the least. But that's something that you could possibly use. But keep in mind, he's going to be best when paired with. Where's our little buddy here? Oh no, what did I do with Brikai Blue? Here, Brikai Blue. I was pretty sure he was a common. Am I crazy? Is he an uncommon? No. He's a common. There you are, Brikai Blue. Couldn't find him. Jesus. Organized Mayhem. You may take one card from the Smoke Ring this turn and return it to the respective Monster Card Shark's deck. Decide whether the card goes on the top or the bottom. That Organized Mayhem is only going to be when... rolling down to the mythics here. UFO Ron is on the field. Alright, so that is a dual use card. So that's why you have a common card with that powerful of an ability. It's going to be used with UFO Ron in specific. They have to be on the field at the same time. So that basically, UFO Ron is powerful on their own, but depending on who you're facing. So say that, here's a fun example. Say that you're Grungely, right? And one of your best cards on the field is taking a lot of damage and it's about to be toasted. You could hypothetically use a UFO Ron with a Brikai Blue in one turn and essentially put them back on into the bottom of the deck, and then you would be able to draw that with your extra draw undercut next turn in addition to whatever card you drew from the top. So there's a lot of different ways that you could use this ability to be able to set yourself up depending on what Monster Card Shark that you have. And again, none of this stuff is really complex on its own, right? It's just when you're going to have to combine all these different Monster Card Sharks and the possibilities with all the different cards that they're going to be, that's ultimately it, right? That's ultimately going to be the big thing. All right, and then we have Movin' Maui, which is going to be Molten Maui, burn 2 to front guard. All right, so that's going to be a heavy burn. That's going to be hitting your opponent. It's going to be taking 2 damage per turn. And if no front guard, it hits the rear guard. So this is actually a Monsuda that could passively damage the opposing side and ultimately destroy your whole opponent's field if they can't reach it in time, which is a pretty cool card. That being said, it's not going to have much attack. It's pretty much just going to be straight up. This is going to be straight up health. So it's more of that passive damage over time. Nice little dot, if you will. Not like your usual dot that is, in an RPG or something like that, but that's what it does. It does damage over time. The longer you keep it on the field, the more effective it's essentially going to be, because again, you don't have to initiate battle for this damage to take place, which again, when you initiate battle, the damage is done to both cards equal to what attack power they have. So this is one of those ways that you can avoid battle and essentially eliminate one of the opponent's cards without ever having to touch them or put your own card at risk, which is, yeah, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome in my opinion. Alrighty. And again, this is why I say that there's going to be decks that specialize in, quickly cycling through stuff, and then there's going to be other decks that are meant to be for the long game and to go slow and steady and essentially eat through your opponent's deck so that they run out, and it's very interesting. It's going to be very, very, very interesting. And then we got ourselves Big Bomber, which Big Bomber is actually going to have the Torch ability. Big Bomb, eliminate all Monsuda in front or rear guard. So no damage, no anything. And you get to choose, all right? This is not like it hits the rear guard if the front guard is gone. You can say front guard or rear guard. Essentially, it's a Monsuda that is a plane. it's a fighter jet. So clearly it should have the ability to be able to hit the rear guard because just like all of our other stuff that has the fly ability, it can hit all the stuff that has the fly ability can hit the rear guard. So just like Big Bomber, who's going to have that ability, that is going to be something that they can do is they can target the rear guard in addition to the front guard. And again, that just flat out removal. Now keep in mind, this is not something that will get rid of Mecha Shih Tzu. Alright, so you could hit the rear guard and say Mecha Shih Tzu is sitting in the center rear guard. You will eliminate the left and the right guard. He will, however, not eliminate Mecha Shih Tzu, alright? And there's a reason that there's not a damage value on there is because I want it to be able to wipe out everything that it hits, alright? So it's going to be flat out, so if you have a Monsuda with, 20 health or something like that that you built up, it can be wiped out by a Big Bomber. That being said, that's going to be Big Bomber's main use, you know what I mean? Unless you go ahead and have a Brantley Bomber, which a Brantley Bomber is going to be. We went over that our last time that we went over the old battle mechanics. Where are you, Brantley? No? Where is he? There is Brantley Bomber. There they are. Refuel and reload. If Brantley Bomber is played while Big Bomber is on the field, both Brantley Bomber and Big Bomber will be moved to the Unchill Zone. Think of this as like the Banished Zone. This is the area of the field where you cannot just pull it back out. All right. So if something gets sent to the Unchill era, I can't use my ability where I just grab a card from the toasted pile and put it back in. You can't just grab a card from the Unchill era. It is like off the playing field. All right, it's the equivalent of a card being banished. So that's kind of the whole point of it. Is you cannot touch it while it is over there. All right, those two cards are safe. Now that being said, they also aren't protecting you right now. They are gone. They are off the field. They cannot attack. They cannot be attacked. They cannot defend. And they also can't be removed. If someone uses a removal ability, it's not like when they come back that's like, oh, that's where they were. And another thing is you got to make sure you leave their spots open for the rest of this move. I'll go ahead and explain that. The Unchill outside of play until the start of your next turn. If there is room for both Monsuda at the start of your turn, both will be planted to the field again, activating Big Bomber's ability once more. So this is kind of an interesting thing, is that if you use Big Bomber and then you use Brantley Bomber, it's going to pull Big Bomber off of the field essentially for a reload. And then once they both come back onto the field, you're going to get Big Bomber hitting that torched ability once more. And then it's going to go ahead and you're going to be able to pick the front or rear guard. And this maybe your opponent just refilled their whole rear guard after you just got rid of it. And then boom, do it again. Or this time you hit the front guard. It all depends on what you want to do. You got to be able to strategize.
It's not cold.
That's hilarious. I love you. I love the ingenuity. I have to show this. My girlfriend.
Careful. Use your hands.
My girlfriend's trying to help me get this colder, and so there's like a whole triangle.
It's asparagus rubber bands.
Got it. We use the whole animal here. No, I'm joking. Anyways, that is what that is. Oh, all right, yeah. Focus. All right, we got the old ranged attack. Oh wait, we're on rares again. No. We need to go back up to Big Bomber. So we've done 4. And again, like I said, these are going to be larger explanations, guys. We'll take a little break here. We'll set the break at Brock Berry. That's when we go back to the giveaways. We're almost there. We're almost there. Woo! All right, Cinder Cyclone. So I'm not sick anymore. I'm not like zero feverish. It's not like I'm got the boogers flowing. But now I just got the junk in my throat that I'm still getting out. So if you just hear me dying all of a sudden, don't worry, I'm okay. Thank you. I got all the things over here now.
Oh, and you need the Pop-Tarts.
Hooray. We got the Cyclone Slasher. Deals 2 damage to opposing Monsuda card shark's front guard each turn. So basically, that's again similar to the move in Maui. That being said, Cindy Cyclone is going to have an attack. She's going to have a hefty attack. So, definitely something to think about in terms of the move in Maui as opposed to the Cindy Cyclone. Cindy Cyclone is going to be one that is constantly doing damage to your opponent, as well as could wipe out a tank in one turn. So, whatever they lay down is going to start taking damage immediately, and then in addition to that, you can fucking do some serious... So say that you get rid of their front guard using Cindy Cyclone's ability like you would move in Maui. Say that you clear out that rear center guard and open up a path to the Monsuda card shark. Now you're going to be able to do some serious freaking damage with Cindy Cyclone. Whereas with move in Maui, yeah, move in Maui can creep down to the rear guard, right? So he can hit the front and rear guard, whereas Cindy Cyclone's only hits the front guard, but Cindy Cyclone has the hefty attack damage to where they could do a crap load of damage to the opposing Monsuda Card Shark. Could end up finishing quite a bit of duels. Just because, again, once you get to this point, you're going to be in the later stages of the game, the higher Tetracell cost Monsuda. So this is going to be when things are heating up. People have probably already taken some damage at this point. And you get a City Cyclone on the field, someone is probably going to try and take you the fuck out. Someone's going to try and rush and try and hit that fucking center Monsuda Card Shark and start getting towards that lethal damage sooner than later. Alright, we got the Tony Tree Perk. And then we got a Taunt. This is a fantastic card. There's not that many cards with Taunt on there. Alright? I didn't want people to necessarily... Because you already have to get rid of the front guard. Alright? It's already a necessity. So if you're thinking to yourself, why would having a Taunt be important? Well, that's actually interesting that you asked that, is you could actually put Taunts, hypothetically, in your rear, left, or right guard to force your opponent to have to hit those Monsuda first before going for your center Monsuda. But also, for those of you that are wondering why you would want this, for those pesky fly Monsuda that want to go over and attack the rear guard, yeah, they can't do that when there's a Taunt on the field. They have to hit the Taunt. So that Taunt is actually going to be incredibly powerful, and is going to be incredibly powerful with Tony Tree Perk, because Tony Tree Perk specifically has a fuck ton of health, and I believe also has quite a bit of armor as well. So definitely going to be one of the heftier tanks in the game, one of the heftier stalls. So if you like to stall your opponent, if you like to have solid protection out front for yourself, Tony Tree Perk is likely going to be someone that you want in your deck. Alright. Alright, and then we got Mickey Matrix. Dude, this is, if you don't have a Mickey Matrix, I recommend you get one. Because this is basically, this is like the ultimate meta breaker right here. Anytime. Anytime someone's out there, they got their annoying ass strategy and they keep using the same ability over and over again, Mickey Matrix is your dude. Alright? And basically Mickey Matrix is a counter to most strategies. Why is Mickey Matrix a counter to most strategies? Because he has Hack Attack. Now keep this in mind, Mickey Matrix is squishy as fuck. Alright, so you're going to have to keep Mickey Matrix protected. Cough, cough, Tony Tree Perk. Actually, really, these two kind of were made with each other in mind, because I wanted to make sure that there was a card that specifically said you can only attack me, while you could put something like a Mickey Matrix onto the field, which their ability is Hack Attack, which target one Monsuda. Their abilities are no longer valid for one full turn. So that Monsuda can't use their ability that you selected to turn off for a turn. So, like, think of, like, Amnesia. Or, I guess Amnesia raises your special. I'm trying to remember what it is. But there's a move in Pokemon where it forces your opponent to forget an ability. That's essentially what this is here. Your opponent can't use, more than likely, one of their most powerful abilities. And this is huge, guys. This could essentially be used on anything. Any ability that's written on a card. I essentially want this guy to be able to come in and attack that specifically. And I'm interested to see how the code goes for this, because all of the abilities are going to be kind of registered in there as, like, you know, as data. So there's probably going to be a simpler way than, like, trying to be, like, writing in every single one, just that he can specifically target abilities. So I'm going to be interested to see how this guy gets coded in there, because this is a must. This is one of my non-negotiables that I'm going to be bringing up with the team, that, like, he's got to be able to perform this ability, because, again, like, on its own, this card, like, this isn't a strategy, you know what I mean? This is a disruptor card, you know what I mean? This is something to disrupt your opponent's current strategy. This is to get in the way of what they are doing and what they are trying to accomplish. Alright, so if you're trying to do that, then Hack Attack is for you. But that being said, that's not going to win. You stopping your opponent is not going to win the duel, alright? Now, you disrupting your opponent and having a good counter strategy attack, a good counter attack strategy, rather. Counter strategy attack. A good counter attack strategy will allow you to properly utilize something like Mickey Matrix and a Tony Tree Perk combo. Alright? Because you got your shield out there, you got Mickey Matrix with the support, now you just need your sword to come in there and start doing some damage. Probably want to have a healer to go ahead and take care of Tony Tree Perk. Could be some awesome shit, man. Alrighty. Finally, before our break, before we do our next giveaway here, we're going to be doing Brockberry. Going to be doing Brockberry. Torched ability, Insta-Kill, also known as Golden Glove. When this Monsuda initiates battle, the opposing Monsuda is toasted. Ability is null after first turn played. Alright, and this is going to be one rare instance where both Monsuda don't receive damage. He will be insta-killing whatever opponent he enters into battle. It's going to be a battle ability, so once battle is initiated, this ability takes place before battle damage is registered. Alright, so that's essentially how that's going to work. That's how a battle ability will work. The battle ability starts at the start of the battle. So, if a battle ability toasts your Monsuda before the battle can occur, guess what? Your Monsuda's toasted before they can do any damage. So, that's how, and again, I'm talking about stuff like this because this is kind of how it's going to get put in there, right? This is, because it has to be possible. You can't just, like, say magical things and be like, it'll be done! That being said, if Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links has taught us anything, you're going to have the most insane shit ever! Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links has the most specifically coded cards ever. You go ahead, put a spirit counter on this one, and then you'll be able to take a card from your graveyard, put that into the card. You'll go in here, search for this specific card in your whole deck, get that card out. Now you put that card down, put another spirit counter on here, but since you put the spirit counter on this one, this was like that Mage Odyssey deck. I can't remember what it's called. You actually have that deck in physical form, but like with like the black chaos, and there was some crazy ass shit, bro. Just some crazy ass shit. Can looks like he got beat up. Oh, they're talking about the gotta get back to work. Much love to y'all. Much love to you, Funkin' Crypto. Hopefully you win on this next one. Who's got an AJ, says Blue Penguin. Who's got an AJ? Give me that AJ. Oh my goodness. Yes, there's gonna be some potent cards, some potent potables, if you will. If you will. Oh no, I can't get into Philly Penner. I can't get into Philly Penner. I said we were going to do a giveaway first. Up to 27 people. Up to 27 people. So we got 18 people here. What do you know? What do you know? This time I'm going to have to do the Doom Rollers. This time we're going to have to break out the Doom Rollers. Alright, we already did GMO George. Because I know that we're already going to have a couple people that pop in here that are hanging out that didn't know we were doing it. Alright, let's go now over here. Let's head on back over here. Alright, because we're going to go over to the uncommons. We're going to be pulling out one of these bad boys. Ooh, Stella Shortcake was a fun one. To make. And I think it's time that we pull out the old Stella Shortcake. I believe I made Stella Shortcake pretty early on into the month of June. There they are. Now, let's see. It should have the date on there. Show me the properties. How long ago did I make you, little buddy? Oh yeah, June 16th. So this is right in the center of the month, actually. This is right in the center of the month, of the old art month where we made 92 Faded Monsuda. I had a lot of fun with this one. I liked making the strawberries, adding the little details on there. Got the big old fat smile on there. Got a little bit of strawberry shortcake. Got the little filling on the inside. No frosting on the outside. A little bit of frosting on the top. I like putting the stupid little lumps and things like that on there. That's just me. I enjoy doing it. I can't help myself. Had fun making the little glass stand that they're on. This, again, I don't know why I put so much effort into the common and uncommon cards. Some of the common and uncommon cards for Series 5 look like I put, like, you know, like mythic level details into some of them with the little, look at the sheen on the strawberries with the little seed speckles all over the place. Like I said, I like this card. I'm a little biased. Me personally. I'm just saying. Alright, let's go and do this. Let's go and do the Doom Rollers. These are the Doom Rollers. You gotta go ahead and be able to be active, be hanging out, doing stuff. Oh my goodness, we have a whole lot of people that are on this line right here. Guys, make sure you press anything. Anything you want to. Press anything at all. And if you can't tell, I'm just so pumped because, like, this is the meat of the game to me right here. This is like the whole purpose, right? Like, I've been talking about a turn-based card game. I've been talking about mechanics that are not going to be your run-of-the-mill. Like, okay, whoa, let's get a boost to your attack. Whoa, you don't get this. Like, no, this is a trading card game. Full in, full out. Chimith, I don't know how you avoided that thing while you were on the line. That's kind of insanity. That's That's pretty nuts. That's pretty nuts. It's an uncommon, by the way, so we're doing the top 5 situation just like we were last time. Do the top 5 situation just like we were last time. Got Post-Apod Gamer in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you, Post-Apod Gamer. Oh no, the Boncasa, motherfucking King Kong, Tigray Timo, Champ with Calamagi, and Olongo Jr. getting slowly smushed there. Smushed along the way. Smashy, smashy, smashy. It's gonna be a fun Friday. My youngest on the tower defense game we play in the old Roblox, he's gotten a lot more powerful characters, and so he's doing more damage now. And it's like that. And like the cool thing is like this is Post-Apod Gamer, congratulations, getting the first. You're gonna get that wheel spin on that very shortened list. And again, it has the Series 4 promo packs. We got a legendary misprint on there, I believe. So we have some good prizes that are condensed onto that bad boy as well. So you actually get a good shot here at winning a top tier prize. There's at least 3 on there. At least 3. There's only 40 options on there. So let's go ahead. Let's copy this list here. Let's get our top 5 situation. Your top 5 situation. Alrighty. Oh, nope. Nope. Alrighty, there we go. We got like Lakar, Dahanishta, Techie. Look at you coming in, getting 2 for 2. 2 for 2 on the new Series 5 today. Look at you! Whooping that ass. Love it. Loving everything about it, my friend. Alright, let's go here. We got strawberry shortcake. We got the shortcake. Stella shortcake in the house. Not Stelka. Not Stelka. Alright, let's go over here. Let's give it a shovel. Let's give it a span. This is for you, Post-Apod Gamer. This is to see what you win. And you won yourself a silver sword. Ooh, we have an MK Ultra on the board. Woohoo! Woohoo! So there we go. We got ourselves a silver sword on the board. And, of course, we're going to go up one more bump in rarity. This time, there's only going to be 3 winners, and we're going to separate it by 1st, 10th, and 20th will be our winners. For the first rare that will be given out today from the Series 5. And let's go ahead and hit play again. Yeah, we got everyone's stuff. Everyone's putting their dot whams in there, which is greatly appreciated. As you know, when we're on the old Left Action House channel, we pretty much stick to that. Yeah? Pretty much stick to the old grubfish. Mostly because I can't access the old Stream Raiders and can't access the old, whatchamacallit, the marbles, the Marblaze, which hopefully they fixed that whole nonsense going on over there. I think the new season started. If they didn't, we figured out how to do the customized, leaderboard, the locale leaderboard. Local. I'm sorry, I have to say. It sounds like, when I say locale, it sounds like it's a locale option. It's healthy. I always find that low-cal is never healthy, though. I always find that low-cal ends up being filled with some other shit that gives you cancer or some crap. But on to the mechanics once more. The mechanics once more. We'll discuss. Philly Pinner. Let's talk about Philly Pinner. We got that torch ability. We got Filibuster. In 2 turns, draw a card of your choosing in addition to your draw. Ability activates regardless of whether Philly Pinner is on the field or not. Okay, so very potable right there. Now, there are cards that give you that ability. There are cards that let you take cards from the field and put them back into the deck and then shuffle them. There's all sorts of different cards that have abilities to put cards into the deck as well as take them out of the deck. Philly Pinner is one of those cards that's more powerful because you can specifically wait 2 turns regardless of whether Philly Pinner is on the board. So if Philly Pinner gets toasted, you don't got to worry about it. Whereas with Golden Goose, they're out there for 5 turns, and you better hope to God you keep that card alive. Because if you don't, it's dead. You don't get the draw. Alright? So that's kind of why Philly Pinner is at that mythic rarity. This is the card that you can use to be like, okay, I want my card. Because that's one of the most frustrating things is when you spend all this money on a meta deck and then you can't pull any of the cards that you need. It can be incredibly frustrating. Philly Pinner is one of those cards, but keep in mind, since their ability is simply to pull another card out of your deck, you better make sure you make that card count. Because if you don't, and keep in mind there's going to be cards where you can like remove things from hands, you can do all sorts of crazy shit. So keep that in mind, because with that specifically in mind, you have to know that if you use a Philly Pinner and someone knows that in 2 turns that card's going to be in your hand, they could specifically be prepared for it. So you're basically announcing to the world, hey, I want this in my hand. So you're going to kind of give away your strategy at this point, which is kind of the cost for Philly Pinner. You know what I mean? That's kind of what you have to take into account, is that now people know, all right, I'm going to be using my remove ability card soon, and it's going to be targeting specifically that card that they put in their hand. And then we have Frankie Fortune coming on up next. And Frankie's Fortune going to be one of those fun cards, one of those Joey Wheeler cards, as I like to call them. 25%, all units get +3 attack. 25%, all units get +5 health. 25%, you draw 2 cards. And 25%, you send your entire field to the toasted pile. 75% chance for awesome. Think Time Wizard, baby. This is the equivalent to the Time Wizard for the Faded Monsuda. Alright, you are rolling. More than likely, you're going to get some awesome shit for your team. +5 health is huge. +3 attack is huge. Those are perma boosts. Drawing 2 cards is huge. That is absolutely awesome. But again, you don't get to any of this. This is a totally random coin flip. And while this may be something that gives you the ultimate edge in battle, it may also literally cost you the game. Because if we're talking late game, and Frankie's Fortune doesn't hit and hits on that 25% to send your entire field to the toasted pile, dude, you're like holy crap. But then again, if you get +3 attack permanently added to your team, regardless of whether Frankie's in the field or not, that's also huge. That's another huge freaking thing. That's the whole field. That's not one Monsuda. That's the whole freaking field. And like I said, 75% that this is a good thing that's going to happen to you. It's going to be real hard not to be tempted to roll the dice with Frankie Fortune. Just keep in mind, 1 out of every 4 times, your whole field's going to say bye-bye. So, this is just it. This is how a lot of trading card games work. All right, there's your set abilities where you trust and you know what's going to happen, and then you're going to face those crazy sons of bitches. That the jokers of the world, if you will. And I don't mean like they're jesters, court jesters or something like that. I mean like the villain from Batman. Some people just want to see the world burn, and they will use those ridiculous, who the fuck knows where they're going sort of cards for the entire match. And you could end up losing real easy. If they get lucky and they hit all their stuff, you could be screwed. So this is just, there's a lot of skill that is involved in this. And again, if you are skillful, you'll be able to take care of Frankie Fortune, all right? All right, that's one of the things that you got to be careful of. That's one. And again, this is one of those things where if you've got something like a Mickey Matrix, man, you go ahead and use that on Frankie's Fortune, and what Frankie's Fortune is now Frankie Fortune is absolutely worthless. So there you go. Let's go ahead and move on to Walter Whitey. Spoiled High, lab accident. Your opponent's side of the field is inflicted with burn for 2 turns. Alrighty. So this is one of those things where, and keep in mind, this is a, on. Burn 4. Bam! So again, this is going to be something where, and again, this is the whole side of the field. This is not the front, this is not the back, this is something that's going to affect the entire side of the field. The whole point of Walter Whitey is pretty much, you want to do as much damage with Walter Whitey, take out whatever you can with Walter Whitey, and then get ready for them to die. Because once they die, and if your opponent has a full side of the field, that burn 4 is going to be absolutely huge, because it's going to be doing 4 damage. It's going to do 8 total damage to the entire other side of the field, which will toast a lot of fucking Monsuda. If you're not a tank, that will more than likely toast you. So if you don't have full heal cards, which a lot of people are going to make the mistake of not putting proper healers in their deck, Walter Whitey could end up eliminating a lot of fucking cards for you. Let's see here. We got MK Ultra. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Arrange them however you like. Place them back on top of the deck. Alright, so that is in the chosen order. So literally this just lets you... So this is one of those cards that I really like because, again, the fact that you can rearrange them however you want to And again, if you're at the point where you're like, maybe you're top decking or something like that, and it's later in the game, this could be one of those things where you ensure that you draw the card that you need for the next few turns, all right? So this could be an oh crap moment when you're top decking with MK Ultra. This could be or this could just be you putting your shit up. This could be something that's used mid-game to make sure that you're getting solid cards and you're making proper use of your turns as you escalate in THC each turn. With again, you max out at 10. So as you keep going up 1 THC each turn, you want to make sure that you have cards that you can play that's maximizing that THC. So you can look at your cards, do the math, and put them in the order that you want them to appear to make sure that you're getting the best possible turn each turn. Which that's huge, guys. You got to make sure that your cost, your card cost, as well as your THC cost, is at the perfect amount. You want to maximize your THC each turn. Now that being said, don't make those mistakes that a lot of people do where they're like, oh, well, I got this card that's 2 THC and I played one that's 5 THC and I want to maximize my turn. If you don't have a use for that card that you're laying down for 2 THC, a lot of times you're just throwing out shit that's going to get blown away in a removal ability that was meant for that 5 cost card anyways. So always just be careful. You always gotta pick and choose. It's a turn-based card game. There's going to be right decisions, there's going to be wrong decisions, and usually when I'm playing a turn-based card game, I assume my opponent's got some removal until they've used it. If someone uses 1 removal, and then, especially if they use 2 removals, I'm assuming at that moment in time, they've used the stuff that's in their hand, and I'm a lot more safer to put down my top head honcho cards. You know what I mean? My meta strategy-based cards that are going to, hopefully win the game for me. That's why I'm laying those cards down after I put some sacrifices out there. Moshi Mochis is going to be awesome. This is going to be again, keep in mind that this is going to give you basically 3 free attacks, right? So, split the Moshi Mochis into 4 separate Mochis, dividing their health into 4, but providing more field coverage. So, and then I put that in there just so people could understand why you would want to do that are kind of newer to trading card games, or trading card games haven't been their specialty. Just because I don't want people to be like confused or like not really sure, and they're kind of like, well, what the fuck? Why would I want to divide something's health into 4? Because it's splitting into 4 separate entities and is going to cover your field more. Alrighty. So, let's go ahead. And the interesting thing is, guys, is that if you use like Moshi Mochis with like, say that someone wiped out your field, and say that you used a Kali Crystal and that her boost is going to be out there for a little bit. Dude, you could lay down Moshi Mochis and get a +5 boost to attack, and then have 4/6 attack Monsuda just from one laydown, and completely turn the field on your opponent. Which is why Kali Crystal's ability that stays on the field even after she's been toasted is huge. It's not permanent, keep that in mind. It does have a time limit on it. But that being said, it's definitely one of the cooler cards in the fact that, once it's gone, its abilities aren't gone. It lives on. All right, here we go. We got Tiff Tower with the Lethal Bleed. All right, so Lethal Bleed 2, so it's going to keep losing 2 health until the Monsuda is toasted. All right, so you have to use a full heal on a Lethal Bleed, all right? You can use a full heal on a bleed, but if someone gets hit with a Lethal Bleed, that means they will bleed until they're toasted. That's why it has the word lethal in there, all right? Difference between Lethal Bleed and bleed, all right? Bleed will stop. Lethal Bleed will not stop. That will go until your shit's gone, all right? And this has a high fucking attack, so a lot of times that -2 is really going to end up toasting the Monsuda. And that's just it. Is that once Tiff Tower hits a Monsuda, it can move right on to the next, because you know that Monsuda is going to be toasted eventually without you ever having to touch it again. So again, if you have something like a Hydrazong on the field that's got massive amounts of health and is a massive tank that's blocking the whole thing, something like Tiff Tower that you could heal over and over again and keep on shanking all those people, could be bad news, man. Could be bad news. All right, we got Joaquin Cream. Full heal, as well as the Spoiled Healing Splash. Heals 7 health to entire team. By the way, this is like an absurd full heal. This is not just status impairments are gone. It heals 10 health and +3 attack while it's on the field. This is the best healer in the game. There is no other healer that will do anything even close to Joaquin Cream's heals currently. In terms of single target, as well as that Spoiled High ability is absolutely ridiculous. Walking Cream is going to be one of those nightmares once they are played on the field. Probably one of the few healers that's going to get massive amounts of, what's it called? Of aggro. Because a lot of cards you'll be able to take out depending on what cards you have with their attack power. A lot of stuff you could take out right away. You know what I mean? So you might want to attack those cards first before you hit the healers, because if a healer doesn't have any health to heal, then they really don't have much use outside of just sitting there and taking up room. So if you have lethal on a Monsuda, healers really don't do much. But a healer like Joaquin Cream, if you don't have lethal on a Monsuda, he's going to be able to heal Monsuda. Or if you try to use your abilities and things like that, this is going to be one that absolutely decimates that. If you let it sit on the field, it will be able to undo all the hard work that you did with a Molten, with your move in Maui, or with your Cindy Cyclone. Like, this is definitely not one that you want to definitely not one you want to do, because if you do Cindy Cyclone or you do a move in Maui while Joaquin Cream's on the field and then they get toasted, they're going to heal the whole team for all the damage that was done. So, very, like I said, a lot of balancing acts going on here. A lot of things meant with the idea that other things are specifically doing damage and other things like that. So a lot of counters built in to the rarities themselves against one another. Alrighty, then we have the Queen's Incitement, which is our final mythic, and then we'll move on to our Grubfish. Do another round of Grubfish for the rare over there. Let's see here. Alrighty. I did this last time. Let's do... At least for the remainder, we can be in large. Can be in the large ones. And then let's go up to 18. So we'll go up to 18 for this, just so people can see the actual words as I'm talking about them. Alright, Queen's Incitement, plus 3 attacks for Zongs while Queen Zong is on the field. Alright, and if you know anything about the Zong class, there are already so many attack boosts as well as health boosts and other things like that. So definitely something that you want to keep in mind with the Queen's Incitement is the attack is plus 3 for Zongs while Queen Zong is on the field. So it's going to be in addition to if you have King Zong on the field, which is going to have a health boost. You're also going to have the Pawn Zong, which actually adds armor to other chest Zong sets. Which again, if you read about the armor must be taken care of separately of the health. It does not roll over. So if you have 7 attack and someone's got 1 armor and you hit him with 7 attack, guess what? It did 1 damage. Doesn't roll over into the health. So something to keep in mind. Something to keep in mind. Alrighty, it says we have 39 contestants. It says we got 26 people here. 39 contestants. Let's see here. Let's do a heads or tails pack. Let's do a heads or tails pack. Just because we've done 1 Grubfish Royale, we've done 1 Doom Rollers. We'll leave it up to the old heads or tails pack to decide. We're doing 1st, 10th, and 20th. For the rare. Let's reveal the NFTs. Reveal the NFTs! And it's a tails. You know what that means? That's Doom Rollers, my friends. Doom Rollers ahoy! And we'll go ahead and get whoever gives first. They'll get that tails coin, which they can stake in the old waxed owl farm. That one actually specifically is going to be rolling on up, rolling on up. Food from loot. It's literally the image on there is the heads or tails coin. So you can't miss that one. That one's pretty spot on. That one is pretty spot on. Pretty easy to find. Pretty easy to find. So let's go ahead and head on over here. Let's do those Doom Rollers. And let's go ahead and do those Super Doom Rollers. The Super Doom Rollers. Alright, let's see what people are saying. Yes, Spry Quasar, there is a 4 card limit. Alright, so you have, like per card. So if you want to use the same card, you can use up to 4 of them. Techie probably cheating as usual. Good to see you too, says Postpod Gamer. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Alright. Love you. Alright, we got 1st, 10th, and 20th. Those are the ones that are going to be winning here today. 1st, 10th, and 20th. Who's it going to be? Oh, Funko, I hate when I do that. I hate when I do that. Every once in a while, when you move and you move into death, and you're like, no! It's the worst. It's the worst. Oh, here we go. We got ourselves a match. We got ourselves a match here. We got ourselves a match here. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Well, it's probably gonna go horizontal, left to right there on C to D if you guys don't move. If you guys don't move, it's gotta go that way. Oh shit! It went. Wow, that was a weird. That was a strange choice. I wonder. They always say it's the side that has the most, but it so frequently doesn't go on the side that has the most. Now, Stone Perspective was heading over to A, so I wonder if it registers where you're headed as opposed to where you are? Because you started heading over there before that Doom Roller came. So I'm always so curious about that. Always so curious about that. Stone Perspective pulling off the win. You're going to be getting that Tails coin in addition, which you'll be able to stake for that food. Stake for that food coin from the old food monsters. Stone Perspective is a winner. We got a Key Leap. Key Leap is a winner. As well as the Boogeyman. The Boogeyman. The Boogerman. Key Leap, that's a new one. Welcome to you, Key Leap. I have never seen your name here before. Glad to have you here. Alright. And boom. There we go. I don't even know if I pulled up the rare card that we were talking about. Alright, you guys are our winners here. You guys are our winners here today. Show them what they've won. And the Zigzag Zaggy. Zigzag Ziggy. Zigzag Ziggy-Zoog, Zigzag-Zoog. I love this guy. This guy's definitely one of my favorites. Zigzag Ziggy coming onto the board. Zigzag Ziggy with his gorgeous, beautiful fro. I love that fro. I love that fro with his Elton John looking fucking glasses. We got the tooth gap in there. He's out at the disco. He's having himself a fantastic fucking time. You know what I mean? Zigzag Ziggy coming out of there. For those of you who ever had the old zigzag rolls, they do have zigzag blunt papers. I went with the zigzag blunt. I actually like using the zigzag blunt papers. They're pretty nice. The zigzag rolls are not too shabby. They're not too shabby. But that's what you guys went ahead and won here today. And that's, again, going to Stone Perspective, Key Leap, and the Boogeyman. And let's see. Let's put up our next prize here so you know what you're winning before you guys participate. Let's see here. We already did Atomic Atom and Bluey Blue-Unicorn. Blue-Unicorn. Alright, where you at? Where you at, motherfucker? There we go. There's Bluey Blue-Unicorn. Bluey Blue-Unicorn going to be coming on the field. Very interesting ability on this Monsuta that I think people are going to like a lot. It's going to be one of the more interesting cards. It's going to be one of those disruptor cards as well as one of those cards that you can use to enhance your own meta strategy. It's going to be it's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a fun one, and I think that everyone's going to enjoy it. That like strategy, that is. If you don't like strategy, you might hate it. I don't know. This is going to be... I have such fun things. It's got the Rainbow Unicorn horn up there. Look at that. Look at Bluey Blue-Unicorn. She's got her little hoofs down here. You can't see them because they're kind of... But there's hoofs. There's hoofs. If I get rid of all this, you can see that there's hoofs. Which we can, because I layer shit now. Back in the old days, I didn't layer anything, which is actually kind of crazy. Because those images, if I want to do like cutouts of those faded Monsuta, I would have to go back in and like recolor and redo those areas that they've gone over that I didn't layer them in. Because I was like, why would I want to layer shit? And then as time went on, I was like, oh, so I can move shit separately of one another and not Not fuck up my old drawing. Well, that's what's going to be up for grab next. All right, that's what's going to be up for grabs next. We'll have 2 winners for that one. We'll do first and 30th, and we're going to do ourselves a good old-fashioned Grubfish Royale on that one. Good old-fashioned Grubfish Royale coming up. That's what's going to be coming up right there. We're going to be coming up right there. Boogie getting in first. Everyone hop on in there. If you got in after, if you hit exclamation play before Boogie, you were not in. So make sure that you put exclamation play, because Boogie was the first one in. Alrighty. Let's move on over, back on over here. Move back on over here. Oh, yes, it's on to the legendaries. Let's go for the first one. One of the legendary 4 Gandalfs. 4 grand Gandalfs. And we got ourselves a torch ability of the Cat5 Smokestack. All Monsuda on the field are sent back to each card shark's respective decks. The decks are shuffled. This is a full board reset, and I don't mean like, oh, they've gone back to your hands and you have to lay them down again. This is goodbye. This is your oh fuck card right here, right now. And dude, what I would do honestly is if someone just wiped out my whole field and they just laid down all their best cards and shit like that, boom, Elder Tree Tokemeister comes onto the field and fucking board reset, bitch. Just the whole thing gone. The whole board is gone. I absolutely love that ability. I think it's going to be one of the more powerful ones. Then he's a tank. That's what his ability is. He's a fucking tank. So then he's going to just chill out there and be protection for you while your opponent has to figure out how they're going to get an attack force back onto the field, since they've just lost probably 5 of their more powerful Monsuda to their deck that they're now going to have to draw at random. Because again, remember, it was shuffled in. We didn't put them on the top of the deck. They're gone. Those cards are gone. You're going to have to redraw them turn by turn. It's going to be a bitch. Bitch and a half, baby. And then, so this is why you want something like a Tommy the Fat One, all right, with Elder Tree Tokemeister. These two would be great with one another in their deck, because Tommy the Fat One's torched ability is Mob Mentality. Summon Spiffy Spliffy and Poly Primo to the field free of Tetrasil cost from your hand or deck. Kingpin, joint Monsuda type, receives a +2 damage buff while Tommy the Fat One's on the field. So this is huge, guys. He's going to be a fucking beast of a card, alright? Going to be an absolute fucking beast. Elder Tree Tokemeister could play into a nice Tommy the Fat One joint deck. So just keep in mind. And then you got Scooter Shooter. That could very well fit into a Tommy the Fat One as well. Torch ability, Quick Shot. Hit up to 5 Monsuda for 5 damage, which that's huge, guys. When as soon as he hits the field, boom, 5 damage. So why is that important? Remember Mecha Shih Tzu? Alright? So Mecha Shih Tzu cannot be just eliminated or removed from battle, even by Elder Tree Tokemeister's Cat5 Smokestack. That won't remove Mecha Shih Tzu. You need a battle ability, or you need to damage that character into the toasted pile. At 5 Monsuda for 5 damage, again, Scooter Shooter is one of those cards where you can lay him down on the field and immediately has an impact on the duel. Spoiled High, you're coming with me. Send whatever Monsuda dealt lethal damage to this Monsuda in battle to the toasted pile. So that means that whatever Monsuda goes ahead and decides to destroy Scooter Shooter, or if you use Scooter Shooter to attack another Monsuda and that Monsuda toasts Scooter Shooter, that doesn't matter that you initiated the battle. It's still going to take that Monsuda to the toasted pile. So really huge ability there. I really love that card. That card's going to do some fucking damage. That card's going to do some fucking work. It's strictly there for removal. That's why you're going to be using it. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. And then, of course, the fucking legend, Mecha Shih Tzu. When you put all 5 Justice Poos and Doos onto the field, you will be able to pull this card from your deck. And let's get right on into it. Immunity. This Monsuda cannot be burned, frozen, poisoned, sent back to a player's hand/deck, or removed by an ability. Battle ability or Spoiled High ability only. Brockberry, Sammy Skystroller, Scooter Shooter. I even listed it in there so people aren't confused. As of right now, those are the 3 that can take out Mecha Shih Tzu with an ability. Alright? So those are the ones you gotta look out for if you have a Mecha Shih Tzu. Those 3 Monsuda will spell certain fucking doom for you, alright? That's all I got to say about that. You see yourself on the end of Sammy Skystroller, you might be fucked. And again, remember, Brockberry and Sammy Sky Stroller, if you hit them, they're gone. Like, it doesn't matter what you hit them with. Like, they don't have much health at all. Like, they'll be toasted immediately. But that being said, woohoo! That would suck to have your Mecha Shih Tzu gone that fast. You know what I mean? You don't put 5 cards on the field to summon something only to have it gone in a turn. You know what I mean? This is your meta. Protect your baby. You know what I mean? Don't be dumb and use Mecha Shih Tzu to do lethal damage to a scooter shooter. You will be sad. You'll be so sad. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. So here we go. We got Ruby Cronfire. Fucks to the Cronfire Cannon. This is as simple as it comes, man. Randomly hit an enemy unit for 8 damage. All right? That, as you see, that is an ability. All right? That is not battle. You are not initiating battle. At the start of your turn, Cronfire Cannon's going to go off and it's going to wreck someone. Alright? And then your opponent just has to sit there and cry and mourn the dead Monsuda that just got blasted by the Cronfire Cannon. Because that's what Ruby's going to be doing. Ruby's going to be slamming out all of those fucking crazy fucking magma balls that you see on her picture. And she's going to be slamming that right in your fucking opponent's face. and that's the thing, is if you want to make the most out of the old Ruby Cronfire Cannon, I wouldn't even attack with Ruby Cronfire, honestly. I would stick her in the back and put her in the right or left rear guard and just let her fucking do 8 damage at the start of each turn. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Alright, then we got Sammy Sky Stroller, who's like super tiny section here for some reason. Alright, Desert Wanderer / Insta-kill. When this Monsuda initiates battle, the opposing Monsuda is toasted. Notice that that's not a torched ability. That is an ability that can be used once per turn. For the love of God. Again, that's a battle ability, guys. He's not going to take damage. He's not going to take damage. That is a battle ability that starts at the start of battle. Alright? So if you don't initiate battle with them, if you don't remove him, alright? And now keep in mind, he's got to initiate battle. Alright? That's going to be one of the prerequisites for this, is that Sammy Sky Stroller's got to be the one initiating battle in order to activate that insta-kill. So there is a limit to it. It's not like no one can enter battle with Sammy Sky Stroller. That might be a little ridiculous. That might be getting into the lines of like fucking crazy. But yeah, that being said, that's massively fucking powerful. Imagine taking out one of the 4 legendary Gandalfs in one hit with a Sammy Sky Stroller. That's fucking huge. You know what I mean? It's fucking huge. Alright, we got PD Planet coming up here. PD Planet coming up here. And then we'll do the Herb. And then we'll be doing the we'll do another of the Grubfish for the Mythic, the Blue Unicorn, and then we'll do a Legendary. And then once we're done with that, we'll do the giveaway for the Legendary. But after we do the Mythic, I'll finish this off. We'll do PD Planet, and then when I come back, I'll do Teddy Trainster, Boo Song, Frosty Fiona, Wally Wizard, Dendy Dragon, King Zong. And then you guys don't get to know about these ones until a little bit later. And then we'll do the Pineapple Speedster. And we got the Sophie Soccer. We got the Diamond Zone. The Diamond Zone, which is going to be a tank. And it's literally just going to be one of the tankliest tanks out there. It's going to be fucking super hefty. It's going to have a fuck ton of armor. And it's going to be part of the Precious Metal set. So there you go. Who was Upland yelling at me for? The Bronx Recurring Rush. Alrighty. Alrighty, so let's go ahead. Let's move right on into that. Wait, did I? No, I need to do PD Planet still. Spoiled High Supernova. When PD Planet takes lethal damage from battle, all Monsuda in the smoke ring are sent to the toasted pile. Yeah, that's going to be an absolutely huge ability. Oh. I suppose that a PD Planet, by definition, will be able to destroy a Mecha Shih Tzu, because that's a toasted ability. I almost forgot about that. So there's 4 Monsuda. There's 4 Monsuda in the game that actually can remove Mecha Shih Tzu. But remember, if those Monsuda are in your deck, you're pretty much running, you're more than likely running your meta around them, is my basic thing on that. So make sure that if you're using these higher cost cards, not everyone's going to be running a Mecha Shih Tzu deck. So if you use these with the anticipation that you're going to be only using them on a Mecha Shih Tzu, you might end up never using your cards. There's only be a certain amount of people that go for a Mecha Shih Tzu deck. Because again, keep in mind, this is back in Series 2, and you got to have all the Justice, Poos, and Doos from Series 2 in addition to the Mecha Shih Tzu. So there's only a certain amount of people that even have the cards for a Mecha Shih Tzu currently. And I'm going to be very interested to see how people end up doing with that. Because like I said, you can put 4 of each one. Alright, I'm not going to go into that. I'm not going to go into that right now because we're already running low on time. We got 20 minutes left. We still got to do one giveaway here. Still got to do a giveaway here. And then after we're done doing that giveaway here, we got to roll on over and do the remaining of the battle mechanics. And then we got to finish off with another giveaway. Finish off with another giveaway. And I thought I'd do Grubfish Royale. Diamond Zone. The Diamond Zone. For some reason, I thought we had 4 legendaries in this pack. There's only actually 3 legendaries in this pack because one of the legendaries happened in the Series 1 promo. So there are so few of the Elder Tree Tokemeister. So few of the Elder Tree Tokemeister. The old Boogie Dragon. Rolling around there, have a little charge going on. We got motherfucking King Kong doing a spin. He's breaking it down on the floor. Let's see what's happening. Anyone else gonna be doing any moves? Oh, there it goes, motherfucking King Kong. Oh no! Charged right on into death. We got Post-Apoc Gamer charging right on around. People doing all sorts of crazy stuff. A lot of people who are just taking the approach of just letting it ride. They're just letting it ride today. No moves. No moves from a lot of people. They're letting fate take the wheel. Letting fate take the wheel. Who's going to be? We already have our 30th place. Let's see who first place is going to be. See who first place is going to be. Oh no! A whole bunch of people getting taken out right there. We're down to our final 2. It's going to be Farheek. Congratulations to Farheek. Getting that win, getting that dub. Wubba-lubba-dub-dub. And Poppin' Stock. Congratulations to Poppin' Stock. You are also getting yourself a win. Boop, 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 boop. Poppin' Stock getting a dub right there. Got Farheek getting a dub right there. Double dubs. Double dubs. Alright. And then let's see here. What's going to be the next one? We're going to be revealing a secret rare next week. Oh, I might as well make the announcement. We're doing the blend event for Sammy. Not this weekend, but next weekend. And that's going to be obviously the main thing for our show. We're going to be doing that drop there. We're going to be having some fun with that. We're going to be giving out some of those all the weekend long as we get that blend event taken care of. Get that blend event done. And that will kind of be like the final like mutant blend event currently. The next one that we would even have an opportunity for would be like Thanksgiving. I want to do like a Thanksgiving event this year. Last year we did the Halloween event, and then it was followed up by the Christmas event. And I did not do a Thanksgiving one just because I was actually doing, I believe, the artwork for Series 2 at that time. And I was super focused on that and did not have time to stop and do 8 skins. And that was back when, you know, I had only made, that was my first set of 50. That was the first time I had just finished the 8 Faded Monsuda for the Series 1 promo pack, and then I decided to go ahead and drop and do all the Series 2 promo pack stuff, and did 50 Monsuda in that one. That was the first pack where we did 50 in one go. Because I didn't, like, what am I going to do, release them 8 at a time? We would have, like, fucking over a dozen series, you know? That's shit. That'd be closer to, like, 2 dozen series. That shit would be terrible. That shit would be awful. Be like 25 series. There you go. It would literally be 25 series. What the fuck am I talking about? Yeah. 25 series as opposed to 5. So yeah, we upped it from 8 to 50. And, oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and get back into here. Teddy Trainster. We got the Torch Stability. Choo-choo, mother trucker. We got Teddy Trainster sends the front guard. If no front guard, then rear guard to the toasted pile. He just runs right into him. Just charges straight through. He's going to be a little bit beefier than some of the other Faded Monster that have abilities like that. Like, for example, Big Bomber, more than likely not going to last very long on the field. Whereas Teddy Trainster will last pretty long on the field, as, you know, comparatively. A lot more likely you'll be able to get some heals in and be able to keep Teddy Trainster alive for multiple attacks as opposed to the old Big Bomber. But Boo Song Super Boosto Zong Aura. All Zongs receive +5 health and attack when Boost Zong is on the field. That is absolutely huge. That's going to be super huge. That's going to be his main claim to fame. He's going to be boosting up them Zongs. Guys, the Zongs are going to be your, like, main attackers, bro. They don't have any real removal, alright? So they are going to be pure health and attack. Like, that's pretty much it. If you want to rush into battle and you want to try and do as much damage as possible and overwhelm your enemy, Zongs are probably going to be the way to go. Just because there's going to be a lot of heals, a lot of boosts, a lot of, you know, buffs, a lot of things like that. It's going to be all over the place for you for the Zong family. So if that's your style, then start looking at those Zongs. Frosty Fiona. And here we go. We got the Torch ability Flash Freeze. Your opponent's Monsuda on the field are frozen for 5 turns. Icy Touch. When Frosty Fiona initiates battle, she freezes her opponent. That's what I need to put on Sammy Skystroller's insta-kill ability, is when he initiates battle. Because that's actually what both of their abilities are supposed to be. So that way, you know, you don't just attack Frosty Fiona and then your character's frozen. You know what I mean? Because that would be, again, that we're bordering along the lines of, like, unstoppable. You're just, like, one card's just freezing or affecting, like, 10 cards before it's gone. Which is awesome if you've got it, but not awesome if you're playing it. We have Wally Wizard with the Lightning Strike. Wally Wizard can target any Monsuda in the smoke ring and shock them for 5 damage. Does not initiate battle. I also kind of want to make that ability like a Kush Push. But that would, like, again, we're bordering along the lines of way too powerful if I make it a Kush Push ability. Which, for those of you who read the white paper, Kush Push would be where you can attack the Monsuda card check directly with an ability. Yeah, that as of right now just shocks them for 5 damage. Could be a buff in the future, but that's also, like, that's not like Scooter Shooter where it's just like one time when it happens. This is very specific. You can target the same Monsuda over and over again. Again, you can just sit back there, and as opposed to Ruby Cronfire that does 8 damage to a random target, you can choose your target at the start of each turn, as opposed to, you know, willy-nilly randomness. So that's why that is a little bit lower, as you can see there. It's not quite as strong of an attack as Ruby Cronfire, and that is specifically because you can't control Ruby Cronfire, where that bonus attack is going. Alrighty, let's see here. I'm kind of curious if this has worked. It's getting colder. It's getting, as someone stated, the energy drink that looks like it's been a fight is getting colder. So Dendy Dragon, Torch ability, Flame Bed. Set your opponent's side of the ring on fire, inflicting burn for 3 turns to their entire team. Notice that just says burn 1. It's going to be a regular old burn because it is going to be something that afflicts damage over time. He's got a fuckload of attack. Dendy Dragon's got a shitload of attack in addition. So trust me, this is the fact that he can burn and do stuff and do damage over time is pretty awesome. At most, that would be moved up to 2, but even then, it's for 3 turns, and that would be 6 damage, already doubling it. So if anything, more than likely, we would do burn 2 for 2 turns if we were to up his potency. But as of right now, he should be strong enough, because again, once you see his attack is pretty freaking ridiculous. Attack is 12. Attack is, he can, like, rip through most opponents instantly by himself. He's almost an insta-kill Monsuda at that point. Does only have 6 health, though. So you have to make sure you're attacking shit that doesn't have more than 6 damage so that you can heal him back up for another attack. But holy shit, Denny Dragon is do work! Gonna do work. And then we got King Zong. And then, of course, the King's Oath, health +2 for Zong's armor +2. This is gonna just be a fatty. Like I said, dude, if you want just raw boom boom pow, like you just want that, yeah, just punch him right in the face, hit him right in the jaw kind of strategy play style, King Zong's going to be the way that you want to go. I'm just saying, flat out, King Zong is going to be it. It's going to be the bee's knees, baby. Gonna be the bee's knees, baby. Alrighty, and let's see what we got going on here. We got Pineapple Express happening next here. The Pineapple Speedster. which is obviously based off of Pineapple Express. That's why I said Pineapple Express. His name isn't Pineapple Express. His name is Pineapple Speedster. But yes, now you know why. Now you know why, if you did not know before. Torch ability. Pineapple Cart Nitro Boost. +2 Tetracell permanent. Can only be used once per duel. Cush Push. This Monsuda can attack the opposing Monsuda Card Shark directly. Oh yeah, baby. Pineapple Speedster is one dirty motherfucking dog. Because, I mean, one of the things is that since you can only use that +2 boost once in a duel, there needs to be something else that it does. It doesn't have much attack, which is, of course, going to be kind of a signature thing of the Cush Push. Going to be rare that they have shitloads of attack. But again, if you found a way to boost them, I'm just saying, it could end up doing some serious fucking damage. Alrighty. Cali Crystal. Disco Dance Floor, baby. Cali Crystal deploys Dance Floor. That gives +5 health and check for 3 turns. This affects all Monsuda, including ones played after Cali Crystal. Now, that's for your side of the field. I'm actually going to enter that in there. On your side of the smoke ring. Including ones played after Cali Crystal. So that's the important thing with Cali Crystal, alright? It is after she is played. You can play a monster after she is played, and they'll still get that +3/+3 boost. Alright, that's kind of the potency of this. If Cali Crystal is toasted before the duration of Dance Floor has occurred, it will remain. It will stay on the field, alright? So that is something that you have until its duration is up, until its time is up. Which again, you have a 3-turn boost here to do some serious fucking damage. Like I said, +5 health and attack. And that's for Monsuda you play after. So if she gets toasted, you can lay down a powerful Monsuda to replace her. Toasting her before that shit's up is honestly crazy. Alright? If your opponent has weak Monsuda on the field when Cali Crystal comes on the field, you may not even want to attack. You may just want to let that Dance Floor fucking wear out. You know what I mean? You're like, maybe I don't want to fucking deal on that shit. You know what I mean? So something that's definitely going to be interesting there. And then finally, we have Sugar Tsunami, which send your opponent's Monsuda back to their hand. At the end of your turn, you must send a Monsuda from your side of the field to the toasted pile to send Sui back to your hand. Otherwise, Sui is sent to the toasted pile. That is it, alright? So, you get to send your whole opponent's side back to their hand, alright? So that goes back to their hand. Boom, that's huge. It's going to be a 10 Tetracell cost for this card. So you better have your cards that you want to do damage with on the field already, alright? Now say that you don't do lethal, alright? You don't have lethal damage on the field. That's okay. Because you can go ahead and take one of your Monsuda on your side of the field and you can toast it, alright? Now that you've toasted that Monsuda, you can put Sui Tsunami back in your hand. Now here's the thing, is if you don't have lethal on there, which this is kind of it. This is kind of the big thing there, is if you don't have lethal on there, you better make sure that you eventually can hit it, or that you're not going to get hit or something like that on your next turn and just get wiped out by your opponent. Because you're going to start dwindling your own forces, and eventually you won't even be able to attack, because you'll be laying down Sui Tsunami, and then she's gone, and then Sui Tsunami will be dead. That being said, this ability is going to be one of the ones that I'm putting in check pretty damn fucking hard. Like in terms of watching it and seeing how frequently it wins. Because if you use this card right, this is a huge fucking card. This card's ridiculous. So, and again, you have to have a 10 cost on it. And there's not that many people that are holding. I think there's only 40-something Sui Tsunamis. I think we actually may have just broken 50 Sui Tsunamis. But not that many Sui Tsunamis out there. There's only 15 of the misprints. So like 60-ish. 60 to 70-ish of the Sui Tsunamis in existence. Definitely one of the more potent cards. You can put 4 of them in your deck. But guys, remember, if you put 4 of them in your deck, and you have a 40-card deck, only got 36 cards after that. You're going to have to be able to survive until you've got 10 turns. God forbid you draw 2 Sui Tsunamis on your opening hand. You'll be fucked. You'll be flat out fucked. So that's what I'm saying, is like, having cards does not mean you win by any means. You're going to have to layer them in there. They're going to have to be layered in a way that makes fucking sense. That's just the truth of the matter on that shit, bro. That is just the truth of the matter on that shit. Alrighty. So that is it. We're done. We're done with battle mechanics. For those of you that have been tuning in, and every time I talk about battle mechanics, you let out like a big sigh because you're just not interested in the battle portion of the game, which is crazy to me. But maybe that's how you feel. That's cool. We won't be like throwing stones at you or anything like that. It's okay if it confuses you at first. Some people, you're probably, you're gonna hear the abilities, you're gonna see them, you're gonna read them, you're gonna be like, cool beans, but like what does this really mean? You probably aren't going to be able to get it until it's physically played in front of your face. So that's another thing that I'm also keeping in mind with that as well, which is why I want to get this shit out ASAP so that people can actually see this shit. Alrighty, so we have 1st, 10th, and 20th for our rare that we... Wait a second. No. This was for... Wait a second. No, this is our previous one. This is our previous one. For Bluey Blunicorn. Thank God. I was like, what the fuck is happening here? Did we already go? Did we already do this? What happened? I didn't even announce winners or anything. Hey, what happened? Hit play again. Alright, everyone. Enter on in there. Enter on in there. And you know what? As soon as I see 33 contestants, I'm going to hit choose game. Because I know y'all don't like the Doom Rollers anyway. So the moment I see 33 contestants, I'm hitting play. So make sure that you're one of them 33. So like I said, I'm just going to go at the end of that. And this is going to be for Diamond Zone. Diamond Zone, my friends. This is going to be for a legendary here, right here. A legendary here, right here. And here's the old Diamond Zone. The old Diamond Zone with their big old eyes. Nice little smokestack starting to come out there at the top. And again, Diamond Zone is going to be quite strong indeed. So again, in terms of strength, I mean like durable. It's going to be very durable. 32, we got one more space. One more space for your face. Boom, 33, that's it. Cutting it off. Hopefully you're in the first 33 that got in there. We only have 33 viewers currently showing on our end. So, I was cutting it off at 33, making sure that the people that are here actively watching are the ones that get the first chance at this legendary card. Bing, bang, boom. Wah, bop, wah, bop, wah, bam, boom. Wah, bop, wah, bop, wah, bam, boom. My dog's looking at me like, what the fuck are you saying? The fuck is happening? What is happening? Alright, who will it be? Who will be number 1 for Diamond Zone? This is the legendary. There's only one winner. There can only be one. It's Highlander shit up in here. It's Highlander shit up in this shit. I was able to get through all of the... Mostly because I didn't get sidetracked. I get sidetracked quite frequently on the other stuff. On the other stuff. Woohoo! I'm so interested to see what ends up happening. So interested. It's going to be very fun. It's going to be a fun game. A lot of shit's going to be wrecking shit. I'm so curious to see who ends up doing what, who ends up being the most powerful. I'm curious to see if someone ends up using a lot of vanilla cards and making a vanilla deck with just some straight beefy, come in there, wreck shit. Some lower rarity cards. We got Stefanouche coming in as the winner. God, I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped. And I'm actually going to be putting this up there at the end of August here, which is almost coming up here. We've almost reached the end of August. So, get ready for that shit. And Diamond Zone. Diamond Zone. Which I like the color scheme on Diamond Zone. I also like saying it like that. It's like a Diamond Zone. Diamond Zone. For some reason, that's very fun for me to say. I apologize to everyone in advance. Let's do ourselves another comment here. Let's get a lot of winners here. Let's get 5 winners. Let's get 5 winners again. So we'll do, let's do this time, actually, hold on, let's see here. Let's do 1st, 10th, 20th, 30th. There's only 30 people. So that's 4. So I'll do 1st, 5th, 10th, 20th, and 30th. There we go. There's your 5 winners. So 1st will win. 5th will win. 10 will win. 20th, and 30th. You guys will be the winners. We'll win. All right, and you guys are going to be winning. I don't think I've done Riker Tiger yet. I kind of want to do that one. We got the Copper Zong, which would make sense. All right. Let's do Rory Recycler. Let's get a bong in here. Let's get a bong in the action. Let's mix a bong in here that's, let's get another bong. We did the Diamond Zong, but let's go ahead and get you another one in Rory Recycler. There's old Rory Recycler. There's old Rory Recycler in all his glory. This was a fun one to make. I like recycler bongs. For those of you who've never seen that, they literally recycle back into one another. And like as it bubbles up, it goes up in here, come back down. It's fun stuff. Fun stuff. I actually like it quite a bit. Quite a bit. Pulls in the smoke and stuff down there, obviously, as well. So it just keeps on recycling it through. Hence the name Recycler. But that's just the type of bong as a recycler. Which is why we have Rory Recycler. Which again, 1st, 5th, 10th, and 20th, and 30th. And I think we've got, how much more room we got here? We got 5 more slots in here. 5 more slots for you. Let's see if we can fill them up. Let's see, do we have all 35 people chilling here? Do we have all 35 people chilling here? Yeah, I did not. Sorry about the late thing. Just so everyone knows, we are going to do a show every Friday. I know that I didn't announce it until, like, literally right before the show. But, we do it every Friday at 11 a.m. I was a little late today because I had that emergency poop that I was telling everyone I don't know if it's got on. Which I feel great after that poo. I think I just, like, pooed out any remaining evil left in me. It's all gone. Praise to Jesus! Alright, we got 37 people in there. Let's go ahead and grub fish royale this 1st, 5th, 10th, 20th, and 30th. You guys are going to be winners here for Rory Recycler. Let's go! Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Who's going to be coming away with some prizes? No! Alright, I think my thing's going to be ready here. I think this is as ready as it's going to be. Nope, it's just not even that cold. Let's see if it's like cold at all. Oh man, it's gonna shoot out at me. It's gonna splash me in the face. Well man, we got the triple breakdown. We had Boogie, Matt, and Erno, and Blue Penguin. We're all breaking down at the same time. Just like boop, 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 boop. Oh man, Funko Freddy. Oh man, he stopped right in the nick of time. That was perfect angling there. Got Blue Penguin spinning in the corner. Tigger Timo's tiny and rolling like a madman. Holy cow. Boogie Dragon slowly bouncing along. No! Boogie got blasted by that while they were bouncing. Wax Boy's dead. Oh my god, no! No! And we're down to Tigger Timo and Blue Penguin. Let's see who's the winner is going to be. It's going to be Blue Penguin coming home with a Rory Recycler. Let's give you a spin on the wheel as well. We had 5 winners there. We had 5 winners. I feel like once you have 5 winners, you gotta have an additional spin. Gotta have an additional spin as well. Alright, who's our 30th place? That's AWPF. Congratulations to you, AWPF. You're getting Rory Recycler. Some of our Series 5 goodness. And 20th place is going to be Rexlo. Rexlo, it's been a while since I've seen your name in here. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us, Rexlo. We have Post-A-Pot Gamer coming in with another dub. Loving it. We got Wax Boy coming in there in 5th place. And finally, we got the Blue Penguin coming in there in 1st. Absolutely loving it. Let's get you that wheel spin. Like I said, let's go and do that. Let's actually finish this off with some wheel spins. We'll do 1st, 5th, 10th, 20th, 25th, and 30th. You guys will all get wheel spins in this upcoming one here. But let's go ahead and give it a shuffle. Let's give it a spin. In 1st place, you'll get 2 wheel spins. How about that? 2 wheel spins for you. And Zadie's on because I don't know what's going on here. We're getting these commons and stuff like that. 3 commons in a row on the old Roll-A-Maroo. And we got nothing but good stuff on here. We got nothing but good stuff on there. I swear, it's like when I put the legendaries on, when there's like 200 items, they're like legendary item first. And then when we're down to like 40 things and there's like a 10% chance to get something like good, it's common, common, common. Common, 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 common chameleon. It's a basic bitch. Chameleon. Whoa. I don't know. I cracked myself up. There's no one else. Oh, does anyone know about this Play Remix game? Does anyone know about this shit? Like, because I've been trying to, like, figure out, like, because so this guy, like, hopped onto a stream one time on Silent X Necrosis stream. It was actually where I first heard about this game. And the guy, like, hopped on, like, brought it up and was like, hey, check it out, and gave away some stuff for it, and we staked it, and I'm actually, I think, like, staked a few of his things that I won from there. And some other people who won their shit sold their shit for super cheap, and I just grabbed it. And so, like, now I'm like, what are the top people in whatever this game is? I'm not saying go buy it or anything like that. I'm just asking if anyone's heard of this, if anyone's, like, heard about the project, because they do actually have, like, they're trying to, like, build, like, a whole thing here. Oh, there used to be, like a proper menu here. There used to be, like, a proper menu. Maybe this is what I'm talking about. There we go. We go to the team. I got the team and stuff like that. And they got some things going on here. They got Wax Rush going on. They got this Wax affiliate program between advertiser and publisher on the Wax blockchain. We got the Wax Quest going on. It's a multiplayer game inviting Wax users can interact with each other, which I've tried looking at that one. That one's not currently out yet. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. It looks super interesting. It's going to be like your usual, you know, it's going to be like your little pixel, like, walk around. Reminds me of, like, Game Boy Legend of Zelda. For those of you that ever played, like, the Game Boy versions of Zelda, or, like, the old school Nintendo Entertainment System Zeldas. That's what it reminds me of. That's what this reminds me, which of course hits all my usual notes. But they got a Wax Gaming dashboard to manage multiple games. Like, they're building a lot of shit. And originally they were just doing this. Like the guy who's, like, in charge of Juicy Lab, I guess. And I want to kind of, like, get him on the show. Kind of want to, like, talk to him. Like, I don't want to, like, see what's going on. Because, like, it's going further and further and further, and I think that this is just, like, you know, for the most part, it's been just these couple dudes that have been doing stuff here. And between the two of them, between Tien and Jordan here, they've been getting some shit done. They've been getting some shit done, so I'm curious. I just want to see. Like, you know, have them bring them on. What's the strategy? What's the plan here for these bad boys? I mean, like, you can go over to your blends, and you can go over there, and I think I have to stake something right now. I think there's actually something I could stake right now. I'm down at 8 RMX because I used all my stuff for you, because you can use the RMX. You used to not be able to use the RMX, but they have this open now. And the thing that you have, you can actually buy more of the votes, which you actually use to earn more RMX. So I was just curious. The curious bug has stricketh me. Stricken? Stricken me dead. Alright, and then, yeah, but I blended this earlier. It has a vote of 100, so that'll give me an extra, like, 1 whatever. But if I get 5 of these, I can combine them into a neighborhood, which I've got 3 of these now. And that neighborhood will end up giving me, like, 100 RMX each time. And then once I get 5 neighborhoods, when I combine those together, then it ends up giving me, or it gives me 50 or something like that. And then when I combine them together, it'll give me that full 100 RMX each turn. So, I don't know. I'm just super curious. I'm super curious to see what ends up happening of this, of, like, what they're planning to do with the rest of this. If it's just another clicker game, or if they, like, you know, because if it's like Wax Quest, where they're actually trying to build a multiplayer game where you can interact with one another, like, dude, I'm watching. So, playremixworlds.com. Just keep it on the radar. That's all I'm saying. Just keep it on the radar, bro. That's all I'm saying. And, like, and I've gotten a teensy bit into it. I haven't gone balls to the walls or tits to the walls or anything like that on it. I've been watching. And this has been going on for months, this progress. And this has just recently happened in, like, the past month. Past couple weeks, I've noticed that they really upped the fucking website. And because I've been logging in every day claiming my shit, and I had nothing to use it on. And now I'm like, oh shit, I got stuff to use it on. And now I'm wondering, am I doing a disservice by not mentioning it? So, you know, not saying go buy it. Not saying, like, you need it today or anything like that. But just give it a read. Give it a look through. If someone knows anything about it, I'm curious. I want to know more. I want to bring the dudes that are making this. I'd love to get Tien and Johnny, you know, over here, man. I want to hear what they got to say. I'm curious. They've piqued my curiosity, damn it. like I said, it's hitting all those right, tender nostalgia nodes with me with that old school Legend of Zelda looking multiplayer RPG game coming out here looking like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm curious. I'm curious, man. I've been bitten. Been bitten by the curious bug. But that's it. For the love of God, don't go crazy. So I'm trying to remember. Just whenever I bring stuff up, this is similar to when I brought up Mining Network, all right? Just like I didn't know much about Mining Network when I first brought that out, and there's, that ended up doing well, and I've made, a decent amount of wax off of that, and I've been super thrilled with that, but at the same time, there's lots of people who have not been thrilled with that and have not had good experiences. So that's one of those things where I'm telling people, I was cautious about that. I'm not as cautious about this as I was that, honestly. I'm a lot more optimistic about this, just because, like I said, I'm looking at it, and, they have already got screenshots of the game. And again, unless those screenshots are, like, stolen from the internet, which is why I'm throwing out the net. I guess I'm challenging the following, if you will. Yep, that's true. Depends when you got into Mining Network. There's one dude that got in I can't remember whose name it is, but there's one guy that came in and whaled in incredibly hard. That's in the top 5 that like just got started in like the past month. I don't even know. That guy's like making a shitload of wax now, I guess. But like, I don't know. Like, God, that's ballsy. That is ballsy to come into Mining Network at this point and whale into top 5. I was like, whoa, that's like you got bigger stones than me, my friend. Jesus Christ. That's not something you can whale into top 5 in that easily, yo. That's dropping some Mac Daddy wax. Again, don't spend what you can't afford. Some people, their wallet of what they can afford is larger than others. But that's always been... From day one, that's kind of been the whales game. You know what I mean? It's been the whale bot game. The bot whale bot game. It's been nice. But I'm much more positive about this. You know what I mean? Look at this. That's a game. This is a game. You're going to be in there. It's got the same wax login stuff that they got there. You can subscribe and play. You can load your character. It reminds me of that Pixel Gia. Which I gotta get into my Pixel Gia. I'm gonna play some Pixel Gia, and then I'm gonna play that shit on stream. Because I've been playing the N64 games on stream in the weekend. One of these weekends, I'm gonna play nothing but Pixel Gia on stream and have it in that little window like I normally do with the N64. You know what I mean? Some good stuff going. All right, that's it. We got 39 contestants. It wasn't on the board. Oh, we're up to 41. So we got 2 more entry spots for you. 2 more entry spots. Get in there. Get in there while the getting's good. All right, remember, 1st, 5th, 10th, 15th, 20th, 25th, and 30th. All of those places will be getting a wheel spin, and I'm going to be giving first place 2 wheel spins. Doodle-doodle-doo. 2 wheel spins for you. How about them apples? All right, there's our 41, and we're getting ready. We got Left House coming up. Make sure you're coming in here. Make sure you're coming in hot for the Left House show coming up, the NFT Action News on the Left Action House channel that we are on currently right now. The Double Wax Gold Ambassador. Yeah, Double Wax Gold Ambassadors on Left show yesterday. You got Double Wax Gold Ambassador back-to-back here today. Yeah, me on first, getting followed up immediately by the amazing, the legendary, the wonderful Left House. Which, by the way, Atomic Hub asked some people, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tag you, Left House, now that I think about it. I'm going to go find that post. Because normally I told the Faded Monsoon of Faithful to go there. But we need to give Left some love. I know that Mars Utah gave Left some love. But we need to give Left some love. Because he's been out here. He's been streaming for the Wax blockchain. Just doing the good Wax blockchain lord's work. Spreading the news. Since before it was cool. You know what I mean? He's been talking about the Wax blockchain since before it was where the cool kids hung out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm definitely going to go ahead. Maybe I'm going to find that post right now before I log off. Maybe that's the last thing I do before I turn things over. I make everyone here go do it. You guys go, like, just bribe people or some crazy shit. No! Funko got killed. I think you were 5th, Funko. Funko got blasted. It's always easy to tell which one Funko is because it's the only one with the little yellow thing up there. I know Blue Penguin's got the red, but it looks like we have someone else with the red here today. So I can't remember if red is legendary and yellow is mythic, or yellow is legendary and red is mythic. I can't remember which one's the mythic. But we got some high up there grubfish trails. We got Solage. Solage, congratulations to you. You're getting 2 wheel spins. Funko Freddy, the winner, getting a wheel spin. Garrett Dia 188, you're getting a wheel spin. Motherfucking King Kong, you're coming in for a wheel spin. Crypto 3123, getting a wheel spin. 7 News and Udom 2002. You guys are all getting wheel spins. Let's fucking do it. Let's do it! And guys, stick around, because like I said, it's the weekend. It's an open, so if you don't have an Action Family Club card, you're not part of the family, it doesn't matter. Everyone's part of the family on Friday. The big giveaway at the end of the day is open to everyone, so that's one reason to go right there. And then on top of it, they do giveaways throughout the whole show. They do them at random, so like don't go in there and like demand them or anything crazy like that. But they do them at random. They'll randomly just pop in, and left will get a a bug up his butt, and they'll be like, you know what? Let's do a giveaway right now, and then they'll do a giveaway. So that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. All right, Solage, you're getting 2 wheel spins here. You're getting double the wheel spins. You're going first, but you're getting 2. Let's see here. Pull something epic off of here. Pull something epic off of here. We got the Danny Disc coming off the board. Got the Danny Disc coming off the board, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna spin it again. That's right. None of that shit there. Danny Disc coming off the board. Let's see what we got here. We got the Rookzong coming off the board. That's a rare misprint. Got yourself a rare misprint. Not too shabby. Only 100 of those in existence. Funko Freddy, the winner, coming in here. Looks like Funko Freddy's going to be picking up a Series 4 promo pack. Alrighty, we'll remove that. Shuffle it up. Give it a spin. Garrett Dia, you're coming on in here for the wheel spin. Let's see what you get. We got PB&J. Got ourselves a common misprint. I'm trying to blow through these here because I know that we're almost at the end. We're almost at the end. You ready? Already? What are you going to win here? Oh, no! Oh, my goodness. Motherfucking King Kong. We got that 1,000 star bits. If you don't have that Hive wallet saved on the old Sensei Bullrock channel, then I'll just go ahead and I will give you an uncommon misprint. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Crypto 3123, you're up next. You were so close to that Denny Dragon. We got that black single axle. Oh, that's right. We have a full long hauler set up on here. That's right. I almost forgot about that. Crypto 3123 getting that blasty blue ball. We got that one is going to be a container trailer, I believe. Yeah, container trailer. The black single axle and James. So a full set there. We got Zany Zong coming off the board. That's going to be going to Stefanouge. Alrighty. Now let's shuffle that up. Give it a spin. And the final one is going to be Kukuzong. Alrighty, so there we go. Got those out. We did have a legendary go out today. Stefanouge, congratulations to you. You were our legendary Series 5 misprint winner. You will be the first hodler of Diamond Zong. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. That's pretty freaking awesome. All right, Kukuzong will remove that from the board. And then there were 35 prizes. There's plenty more prizes to put on here. But part of me wants to like leave it here until we get that Dendy Dragon sucked off of there. Until we get that. That sounds so wrong. Until that gets taken off there. Who wants to suck off Dendy Dragon? That's how you win the prize. Oh my God. Who's all right? That's the end. It's 12:59. Hold on. Let's go to Twitter. Let's go to the Twitter. The Twitterverse. Twitter.com. Let's go to notifications. Let's go to notifications here. No, not that one. It's so funny that someone's like liking that post. That post is so old. It's so old. Oh, here we go. Here we go. And then we'll go to that one. And then we'll scroll up because we'll go to this one. This is the one I'm talking about right here. Oh, you son of a dingleberry. There we go. Who is the must-watch live streamers in this industry? Guys, go give Left House some freaking love. I'm going to do it right now. Oh no, is that the one that I want on there? What's all the ones on here? We got Left House Record. Let me make sure I get all of them on here. Left House Crypto, Left House Promotions, Left House Skate. We got Left House Films. I'm gonna go with Left House Records. Lord Left House. If that's you, that's an awesome name. You should go by Lord Left House from now on. singing the wax blockchains. For years! We're at the years mark from years! For years! Alright, so there you go. Boom. Let him know. Let him know what's up. Let him know what's up. So get in there. Show some love. If you want to show some love and let him know that that Faded Monsuda, you like our streams over there at the Sensei Bullrock channel, I would appreciate it, but this is not a call for that. I like Lord Left House. But yeah, make sure you're checking him out. I'm getting off now. I'm already over. Stay right here, though, because Left is about to log on. They're about to have their Friday show. They're going to kill it. Like I said, giveaways. Open giveaway at the end, the big fat giveaway, the largest amount of prizes and the most valuable prizes that go out. Open to everyone! So make sure you stick around, hang out. Thank you so much for starting your weekend out with us. Faded Monster to Faithful, you guys are freaking amazing. Hope you enjoyed those battle mechanics, and have a wonderful entire rest of your weekend, starting right now, again, with the Left Action House. Let's go! See you later.